why mess around with TV where you got restrictions and executives?
$2 million.
That'll do it, I guess, yeah. That'll do it. Well, I thought, you know, I checked this out with...
I was going to have a chart on the show. They wouldn't let me have it. I was going to have a chart. I was telling someone else this. I was going to have a chart to show that as the shows got worse, my money got larger. You know, they call it integrity chart. Say, integrity 3, money 12.
I got it.
The television thing, you know, a lot of people said it was canceled, and the show wasn't canceled. You know, we only did 4 shows, and that was our intent, because it's hard work trying to do something and people telling you can't.
It must be tough, you know, looking over your shoulder.
And they lie. Grown men lie to you, to your face.
Like what? Can you give me an example?
Well, we'll fix that. It's not our fault. And I'll be right back. I'll be with you Wednesday. We'll talk about it.
And then they'll go to somebody else.
Fix it. You know, make sure that doesn't get on, okay? Don't tell him I said so.
Right, and then they look you in the face, and I want to hit them in the face, you know? And you can't do that because the court, they sue you now. You know?
Yeah, that's this new thing.
Yeah, it's $60,000 for a left hook. It's not worth it.
No. Well,
and plus, you might get dusted, too, and it's very embarrassing. You know, you don't always win them fights when you be hit.
No.
It's very embarrassing to have an old white man whoop you at NBC. All through the halls.
So how'd you leave it with these characters?
Well, I left it like I went. I left everything intact, said so long, and thank you very much, and see you at the Bank of America.
What kind of stuff are they giving you the most trouble about in terms of censorship? Nudity or
like
language?
waking up.
Just getting out of bed in the morning?
They just have it in their minds that they want to hire somebody, but they don't want any communication made. You know, they want to like make you into something. I don't know. It's like, I guess it goes into white homes. They're worried about that a lot.
What are they? Yeah, you know, it's funny. Gwen Barrett, our associate producer, or sometime producer, is black. You know, and Carmen Matias is.
You have to be colored to be on television. You can't,
yeah, colored.
Yes, you can't be black. You have to have a little colored in there, just a taste.
Tad.
Yeah, just to keep it interesting for America.
Yeah. Well, she said, and we were talking about your humor, that your humor offends white people, and I'm not that easily offended. Like, I'm not coming from a spot where Richard Pryor is going to offend me. I think you have humor that makes us see a lot of the truth and laugh at things we wouldn't normally laugh at. I think that's part of what you're doing. I think so. What do you think that these executives are afraid you're going to do to white America?
Probably stop some racism.
Stop racism?
Yeah. I'm probably afraid of that, because then people don't hate each other. And people start talking to each other, and then they start talking to each other, they find out who's the problem.
Which is?
Greedy people.
Greedy people. I have a couple things I want to ask you there. Do you really think that some of the guys that you dealt with at NBC, no names, right? Because there's lawsuits for that too, that some of these guys really want to promote racism actively, or is it a subconscious?
I just think it's part of capitalism, is to promote racism, you know. Right? In order to make things work. If you feel better because you're white and you can get a job, you use that. I mean, you know, I would.
Absolutely.
Say, I'm sorry, Jack, but shit, they say I'm white. I'm going to use this.
Right. Absolutely.
Get this job. I'm hungry, you know. But, and that separates people. So they keep people separated, and that keeps them from thinking about the real problem. That's as simple as I see it. Probably it's not that simple, but...
Now, all right. You and I are about the same age, right? We're in our mid-30s. How long is it going to take before guys who think like you, and I say guys who think like me, people who don't want to have racism in the country, people who don't want to be oppressing any minority, whatever it is, sexual, whatever minority, really get into positions of power and can change things?
You can't get in a position of power, it seems, if you think like that. It seems that the only time you get in a position of power is if you're like the people that are in power. To me, I mean, that's the way it goes. I mean, people that get to become executives become like the people that were already executives.
I don't know, maybe...
They go in with good intentions, but it eats them up. It's like a cesspool, you know, it just gets on you and it starts eating.
The system levels them.
Pretty soon it's all gone.
Is that what a cesspool sounds like?
Yes. Yeah.
All right, we'll be back right after this.
Okay.
Here's a good guy, Richard Pryor.